right here at Jimmy Granger Outdoors. Hey, we're here to announce something that we've never done before. Hey, we're gonna announce right now that High School Bass Classic Team Trail is coming to 24-25. We're gonna have 5 tournaments this year. It's gonna be Team Trail. So guess what? We're gonna fish every 3rd Saturday of the month. We haven't put the lakes in place yet, so every 3rd Saturday of the month, we're gonna have a tournament, High School Bass Classic Team Trail. So get ready, get on our website, pay attention to that, pay attention to our Facebook page. We're gonna put the lakes out there soon, but right now, we are going to have the High School Bass Classic Team Trail. We haven't announced where we're gonna have the tournaments yet. You can fish one or you can fish them all, but here's the catch. We're gonna have points for the championship. So you're gonna wanna fish them all. Every 3rd Saturday of the month, High School Bass Classic Team Trail coming to you.
And they got the belts to prove it. There's the winning bag for today with a total of 31 pounds.
This was a Red River belt. This one was special for sure. This one was even more special.
Giving up your Livingston yesterday. There's your champions right there.
It was definitely the best event of my life, I'd say. It's Saturday, August 31st at Candy Lake Landing. We even have professional anglers there like Colby Dark and giving out tips and advice. And if you know Colby Dark, you know he's one of the best on Candy Lake. Hope to see y'all there. It's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be some big weights. It's going to be some good food, good drinks, good memories, good times. See y'all then.
A High School Bass Classic Championship presented by Jimmy Granger Outdoors. August 31st at Caney Lake Landing.
Well, it's hot as the grill in the devil's kitchen out here, so we got to make this quick. But big announcement. I'm giving away a guide trip to the High School Bass Classic on Caney Creek.
Dude, get your crankbait out there. There's 100 of them. You're the man.
It'll be a winter trip. I've already reserved a date for it.
Dude, we got to keep catching. We're going to get 50 pounds.
Oh my.
There's not hardly anybody in the world that's done what we're doing.
So you better win.
A huge thank you to Colby Dart Fishing for giving away a custom guide trip on Caney Lake for the High School Bass Classic Championship presented by Jimmy Granger Outdoors. Well, what's up, Mr. Gallman?
How are you, Rex?
Not too bad. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, so this is the first inaugural show for the High School Bass Classic and specifically for the championship. And we figured we'd do a little live deal, question, Q&A. And so we're just going to kind of wing it and get started.
Yes, sir. So, where you want to jump into first, Rex?
Well, I think the first thing is we'll let everybody know. Looks like we've got, I don't know, a couple of dozen or, well, about a dozen or so people watching. I just put a deal in the comments. If you've got a question, type them in the comments because we can see those as they come up. And if necessary, I'll put it up on the screen and we'll get it addressed. The second thing is we're streaming live on Facebook. The YouTube video I will post after this is over, and then from here on out, when we stream, we'll go to both channels. All right. So with that said, first thing I want to start with is the rules, and let everybody know the rules have not changed. We'll talk about a few of them here in a minute, but the rules are still posted on the website. So if you go to HighSchoolBassClassic.com, it's the same rules. They're still there if you got any questions, or ask them here in the comments. All right. I'm pitching it over to you. Where do you want to start?
All right, let's start at having everybody at the boat launch and have everybody in the water by about 5:45, 6 o'clock, so that we can get y'all out in a timely manner. So we would love to have everybody in the water about 5:45 to 6 o'clock. So that's where our goal is. So don't wait around, don't wait anything. So when you get there, go ahead and put your boat in the water, because after that, we're going to start letting you go. We're going to check your live wells, your lights, and your kill switch as you pass by the dock. And we'll throw you your boat peg and your number to you.
All right, so I'm going to switch screens. Bear with me for just a second. And again, this is the first time we've actually used the software here. Let me do a little shifting around on the screen here. All right, so I've got the map pulled up here, and I'm actually in Google Street View. This is Caney Lake Landing. So this, what I'm looking back towards Jonesboro. Jonesboro will be this direction on Highway 4 if you've never been down there. So when you come from Jonesboro, if you're coming that way, if you're coming from Ruston, you'll be coming the other way, but you'll come up here, and it's super easy to get into. You just turn in right here, and they've got a nice ramp. You can put two boats in and out of there very easily. And we're going to have everybody stage out here in this area behind the dock that you see where I'm kind of wiggling the pointer around. It's a nice area out there. You don't really have to worry about stumps. If you get way back there, it's a little shallow, but they have a nice beach area you can pull up to, so there's no funny business with, like unfortunately over at the state park, here people can get up to the dock. They can get up to everything very easily.
Yeah, so you can pull up there. You can go inside the store, do what you need to do inside the store. So get there with plenty of time so that you can get your ice and everything in the store. So it's very easy, very accessible. We'll have people there to help you park. If you need help backing in, we'll help you back in also. So we would like to have you in the water by 5:45, 6 o'clock, guys.
Yeah, and like I said, just go ahead and once y'all get in the water, just pull around over here. You'll see they've got on the water gas pumps pulled just past them or up to the dock. We don't want to block the regular public traffic because they're still going to be open, of course, for business. And yeah, like you said, we would encourage everybody to go in and if you need ice, they have fuel there as well, buy gas or drinks and all that from BJ and Brooke down there at Caney Lake Landing, because we really appreciate their support. Any questions about the take-in and all that, or the put-in and all that? It should be pretty straightforward. And we'll help everybody park. If you need to, we'll be kind of directing that as well.
Right.
Okay. What's next on our list?
So next on our list, we just talked about, when we start releasing you, that we're going to check your live wells, lights, and kill switch. Then we'll throw you your boat peg. But next on our list is, culling and fish care. We really want to talk about culling and fish care. Guys, if you got a big fish, anything that's close to double digits, bring it in right away. Let's weigh this fish. Let's get it back in the water. We'll record your fish. We'll record the weight. If it's close to double digits, we got certified scales from Brooke and them. Brooke and them do have certified scales, so we want to just make sure fish care is a big thing. We want to take care of the fish. So like we said, Brooke and them will have ice. BJ and them, they'll have everything you need inside that store. But if you have fish struggling, hey guys, let's make sure you have G juice, ice, everything. Take care of the fish. Big fish, like we said, bring it in, let us weigh it. We'll get pictures, whatever you want to do with it, but let's get it back in the water as soon as possible and take care of their fish at Caney Lake, because we love going there and we love seeing the big fish caught at Caney Lake.
Yeah, and just a couple of quick pointers. I had posted this graphic a few weeks back on the High School Bass Classic Facebook page, and just some things you want to add about a tablespoon or more of the Keep Me Alive stuff or G-Juice or whatever per 10 gallons of water. You can even use non-iodized salt if you want to. You do that at about a cup per 15 gallons, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. You also want to, cool the water temperature by about 5 to 10 degrees of what the lake surface temp is. I think it's supposed to be pretty cool. I think it's supposed to be, what, in the high 80s maybe Saturday?
High 80s. It says 88.
Okay, so that's going to be great. So, and fill your live wells early in clean water. And, go ahead and get that process ready before you get that big fish in there. And then, like Jeremy said, if you catch one, reach out to one of us, text message us, whatever, call us or whatever, bring it on in, and we'll get it weighed and get your weight recorded. Now, I'm going to switch screens because we got a couple of questions. Got a bunch of people watching. Hi, hello, Mr. Kyle Jones. Billy Gaston says, can we come by water, as in launching somewhere else?
Hey, Billy, great question. Yes, you can launch somewhere else and come by water. So, yes, you can do that. So, if you're comfortable enough in coming across that, lake, and, hey, more than welcome to come by boat from another launch. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I'm going to switch screens one more time. And we've got a QR code. Again, I posted this a while back, but that QR code will automatically bring up this Google map on your phone. And we've marked some of the areas that are shallow water. Caney's very easy to run. There's not a lot of hazards on Caney, but there are a few shallow areas that you just want to be aware of. A few shallow points. And so we've got all those marked. We worked with Gary Joyner down with the Caney Lake Watershed Commission District and got this map published. And it's actually an interactive map on Google Maps, and I'll share that QR code out again on the page after we get through doing this show.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool QR code. It's very knowledge is everything on that lake. So if you're not sure where shallow water is, try to pull up that map and get familiar with it.
Right. All right. So Jared's got a question. He says, can you drop a pin for the ramp? We will be coming from Arkansas. Yes, we will make sure and do that. If you want to, you can note the address down. It's Caney Lake Landing, which will pull up in Apple or Google Maps. Caney Lake Landing. The address is pretty easy. It's 7777 Highway 4, Jonesboro, Louisiana is how it's listed. 7777 Highway 4, Jonesboro, Louisiana, Caney Lake Landing. It should pull up on your phone, Android or iPhone, pretty easy in either Google Maps or Apple Maps if you're on an iPhone.
Hey, and Jared, if you need help with that, text me or shoot me something, and we'll definitely get that to you. So we're excited to see the teams coming from Arkansas and, to a great tournament. We're excited about having y'all.
Absolutely. And nice to see Miss Rachel in the audience. She says she's late, but she's here. Cool deal. All right. Let's see. What's next? Let's see. Fish carrier, the QR code map, rules.
Yeah, while we were talking about fish care, Rex, guys, if you have a fish that does pass, that does die, you cannot cull a dead fish. So please do not cull a dead fish. We don't want to, throw a dead fish back in the water and have it floating. So if you do have a dead fish, you cannot cull that. That's in the rules. So please don't do that. Just take your half-pound penalty. And, we appreciate everybody. If you got any questions about the rules, holler at us and let us know.
Yeah, and let's spend another minute on the fish care coming into weigh-in, because we want to stress that we want to take care of our resource. we don't mind if people go out and fish on their own time and keep fish if they want to and fry them. But during the tournaments, we need to take care of our resource. And so we want to make sure if you need help or anything like that, find one of us. If you got some big fish and, you're trying to get them out of the live oil, you need some help, let us know. When we release those fish, we want to be careful. Let's get them released properly and back in the water so that other folks can come enjoy catching those same fish over and over and over.
Right.
Okay.
So
rules.
So the next thing we want to talk about, Rex, is being that we're gonna release y'all. We're gonna let y'all fish till 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. You got to be in line by 3:20. So back in line. If 3:21, you're late. So for every minute you're late is a 1 pound penalty. After 15 minutes, you're DQ'd. So stop fishing at 3, in line by 3:20, guys. So some of y'all might be middle schoolers. Y'all ain't gonna be used to fishing longer hours. But hey, we're gonna prep you for high school, and some of you middle schoolers can give these high schools a run for their money. So that means, hey, you're gonna be fishing longer, so it might be a little warm. Make sure you got your Gatorades and your lunch, and make sure Mama packs all that for you. I know how y'all like to say Mama packs your bags for you. So make sure that you got everything you need. So definitely make sure you know everything. Hey buddy, hey Kyle, good to see you, buddy. But also we want to talk about life jackets. Life jackets must be worn when that big motor is engaged and cranked. When that big motor's running, everybody in the boat has to have a life jacket on. You have to be seated in the boat. If that boat's engaged and you're standing up, somebody sees you and takes a picture and sends it to me, I don't have a choice, guys. You're DQ'd. Safety is a big thing for us. So please, when that big motor's running, life jackets on, sitting down. And the boat captain is the only one to run that big motor. No ifs, ands, or buts. If something happens and it's super emergency, call 911. But if not, call me or Rex. We'll give you those numbers. We'll put them out there where you'll have them. But captain's the only one to run that big motor. And that big motor's running. Life jackets are on.
Yeah, and you mentioned also make sure you're in the correct seating positions for the boat because in the past, in some of the high school tournaments, we've had some issues with that. And I want to also throw this out there. It is by the rules, if you see a rules violation, you're supposed to actually report it. And that's not ratting anybody out. It's that we need everybody to police themselves and follow the rules. So if you see a rules violation, you need to report that to one of us. It's not trying to rat somebody out, but we all got to follow the rules.
Yeah, and I've been doing this 10 years, and somebody will send me something, I look at it and go, wow. But it's not that you're ratting them out, it's that you actually care enough to say, hey, that kid's doing something wrong and it ain't right. So hey, let's teach them. We're teaching them the right things to do. So, and we've got a lot of good high school anglers. We got a lot of good captains. So, if what's that say?
All right, this is from Levi Robinson. He says, "Are we allowed to sit on the cooler, or do we have to sit in the middle seat?" So he's talking about turning around and sitting on the cooler lid, depending on how the middle seat's set up, or if they have a fold down deal.
Levi, that's a good question, man. Hey, I'm fine with you sitting on that cooler seat, but you cannot sit on that top deck. If that deck is a raised deck and it's the top deck, you cannot sit on it. You cannot sit on the back deck and you cannot sit on that front deck. If it's a lowered seat, hey, I'm fine with that, but I prefer you to be in that middle seat if it's there.
Okay. Yeah, some of the newer boats, you know, they just got the raised step right there in the middle, and it doesn't even have a seat back. So, yeah, yeah, I guess you'd be a little bit safer if you were sitting on that cooler lid right there because you'll be lower down in the boat.
Right, and some of even in some newer boats, that ain't even a seat anymore. So I can see where he's coming from because that's just cup holders and
Right.
whatnot. So that's a good question, Levi.
All right, from Mr. Kyle Jones. He says, when the boat is launched, if the captain is in the truck, the fisherman has to run the trolling motor. So this is when they're launching in the morning. Can the kids run the big motor while they park in the truck, or do they need to be on the trolling motor?
Kids can help and load and unload the boat, but once they get that boat off the trailer, I want them to be on the trolling motor.
Yeah,
I want them to be on the trolling motor. But again, we want to teach them to load and unload the boat. But once it clears that trailer, they need to go ahead and drop the trolling motor and
yeah,
ease over to their spot.
yeah. So they can use to be clear, they can use the big motor to help back it off the trailer. Once it clears the trailer and gets off of there and the trailer's out of the way, they need to shut the big motor off, drop the trolling motor, and move over to their spot, right?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. What else do we need to go over? 12-inch minimum, I think, at Caney.
It is a 12-inch minimum.
Okay.
I got my notes in front of me. I'm just reading down it real fast, Rex.
Okay. 5 fish limit, 12-inch minimum. Dead fish penalty is half a pound or 8 ounces
Half a
per
pound.
fish. Right.
Yep.
Loss of the weight of the fish. Well, let me clarify. Is it loss of the weight of the fish and the penalty, or just the half-pound penalty?
Just the half pound.
Okay.
It's just a half pound.
Okay.
Let's talk about sportsmanship a little bit, Rex, because I know when it comes to the high school, sometimes the high school gets a bad rap about, sportsmanship. Guys, we really want to stress our sportsmanship. Uh, if somebody's fishing and you're out coming by and you're close enough to throw a wake on them, slow down, give them a little, sportsmanship, little respect. If it was you, would you want somebody doing that to you? Also, if they're fishing, don't give them the 50 yards, don't cut them off. If you're close enough, hey, talk to them. Hey, do you mind if I do this? Hey, okay, no problem. Just give your fellow anglers a little bit of respect, a little bit of sportsmanship. It goes a long way out there on the water, fellas. We're trying to teach our kids the right thing to do, the right ways of doing things. So, teach them. Hey, you can talk to somebody. Hey, do you mind if I go past you? Go up here. I'm a fish on the right. You're fish on the left. So, guys, you know, talking to other anglers, it goes a long way. It just does. I know me and Rex talk about that all the time. So please just respect your fellow anglers. If somebody's already there and you want to fish that spot, you're gonna have to wait till they move. Just give them time, give them respect. Because if I get that call, then I had to make judgment calls, and it's just never good. So give your fellow anglers a little bit of sportsmanship and a little,
Right.
it goes a long way.
And not just that, even the local anglers, especially, because it is a
Oh yeah,
public body of water. And remember, you're not only representing yourself, maybe your school, your sponsors, or whatever, you're also representing our tournament and future tournament trail. And so we always want to set a good example. So remember, also be courteous to the local anglers. Just because you're fishing the tournament doesn't mean you have any more rights to fish a brush top or a creek channel bend than a local angler does. Remember that. Like you said, Jeremy, courtesy and communications goes a long way.
it does. It does. What else, Rex? What else we got? What haven't I hit?
I think that's the probably the main part. We've got If you haven't already registered, or you know somebody that's wanting to fish and they haven't registered, make sure and go to HighSchoolBassClassic.com. We got a pretty easy setup there. There's a button to register for Caney. Remember, to fish this tournament, you had to have fished the Region 1 or Region 2 qualifiers. Otherwise, this is not an open tournament this year. So you had to have fished one of those two tournaments to qualify to fish this tournament. You'll see your name in the drop-down list. Go ahead and choose your name. It'll have you do the little signatures. It's a little bit easier process than normal. And you just sign your names and then put your credit card information in and pay the entry fee.
Yeah, and another little, hey, I want to give shout outs to people who deserve their shout outs. We're super excited that Jimmy Granger Outdoor came on board with us. Jimmy, Pat, Keith, and all of them, they've come on and been a real big help to us. So we want to give a shout out to them. TDC Environmental, Jonathan and Amber Dayton, they've been a big help this year. If you're in the Shreveport area, Trent Toops at Air Care, and now Stumpwater Inn or Toops Stumpwater Inn out there by Caddo Lake. He's got a brand new restaurant. It is fantastic. I know Rex goes there 3 or 4 times already, and I hadn't been but
Good
twice.
food.
But if you like seafood, Cajun food, Trent and Chelsea, Toops, they got that. We're super excited about that. Halo Rod just came on board. We're super excited with them. We can't thank Homer Humphreys and them for coming on board. Homer really helped us out this trip around. But I'm super excited about one thing, and I hadn't even got to see him in the last year, but Kobe Dart,
Yeah.
he gave us a guide trip to give away, and I'm super excited. One of these kids is going to walk away with a trip to go fish with Kobe Dart, and if they don't know who Kobe Dart is, they've been in a hole in the ground, Rex. So,
Oh, yeah. He catches big fish and lots of them. I fished with him about a month or two ago on Caney, and we had a great time. We caught a lot of fish. I had a good fish on. And he is absolutely a character. And he knows what he's doing with his electronics, and that boy can fish.
matter of fact, Kobe actually he does guide trips out there on Caney. So if you're looking to do a guide trip, looking for a birthday present, Christmas present, or heck, just want to get out there and learn more about your electronics, I recommend Kobe, man. He's young, eager, and if you go to his Facebook page, he literally just caught how many pounds was it? 35, 36, something. It
On
was amazing to see this guy catch 5 fish.
Yeah,
So
he can flat out do it. There's no doubt about it. Let's see who else. Oh yeah, well we said BJ and Brooke with Caney Lake Landing. Look, they're letting us host the tournament there. They've been more than gracious and accommodating to everything we need. So like we said, if you got the opportunity, maybe get your drinks, your water, your ice, and all that. Purchase it from them. If you need some gas, they're reasonable on their gas prices too. So maybe fill up down there with them and help them out. And they're going to be serving lunch. But what all else are we going to have at the weigh-in? Yeah, what else are we going to have at the weigh-in?
Shop. They got everything. They even have a little tackle store, fellas. If you need a net, they have a net. They got a little bit of everything. They got good food. I actually went down there and ate lunch one day when I was scouting around where I wanted to have this tournament. I asked Rex one time. I said, "Hey, you want to go take a ride?" We rode down there, and I actually didn't know a lot about Caney. But Rex is from the Ruston area. His family's from that area. So me and Rex drove around the whole lake, and he showed me things I didn't even know were there. So I was super excited to learn about Caney and Brooke and BJ. When we stopped in there, they were super excited to have us there. So if you can spend a couple of dollars with them, please do, because it means a lot to them, and it means a lot to us for them having us. So I appreciate Brooke and BJ.
Let's see. Are we leaving anybody out? What about prizes? Have we got some giveaway stuff? And yeah, let's talk about the prizes for a minute and giveaway stuff.
Well, Rex, I can just tell you this. There's not a kid that's if a kid leaves early, he's gonna be totally upset because every team in this tournament will leave with something. Every team, some teams will leave with multiple things. So I'm super excited. Hey guys, we even have our tournament t-shirts. That's something we hadn't mentioned yet, Rex. I posted it on my Facebook page, but we got tournament shirts, and I actually have one sitting here. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's the front. I'm going the wrong way, probably, Rex.
Yep, there you go. You're doing better.
I'm doing better. Go that way.
That's it. That's it.
So there's the front.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And there's the back. So guys, and they're limited. We only made a very few of these. They're gonna be $20. Everything that we raise is actually gonna go back in our tournament trail that we're actually starting in February. So if you want a shirt, we appreciate you supporting the High School Bass Classic and the High School Bass Classic Team Trail. So we're super excited about that. I'm excited because we got teams from Arkansas, a team from Oklahoma,
South Louisiana
team from
coming
South
up.
Louisiana. I saw Sulphur's coming up. That's I get excited about that, and I think Eddie Jr. now got to run for their money because them other boys that won Dyrons, they said they're coming to win Caney.
Well, and the rumor has it that the Hyatt crew may not be in their normal boat. They may be in a different boat, so they're going to kind of be at a little bit of a disadvantage this tournament. That gives everybody else a really good shot to take them on.
Well, yeah, Eddie Sr. did call me. They had a hiccup on their boat. I mean, it's just a little hiccup. They don't have a motor right now, so.
Maybe we should give them a paddle. Let them paddle around.
Yeah. So, but there's a couple things I don't want out the bag yet, Rex. I'm super excited, but I tell you, there ain't a team that will leave with nothing, and that's what I like. That's what I'm about, and
Your
my
wife,
wife just,
yep.
yeah, she's ratting me out over there, Rex. You saw that, huh?
I saw it. And look, let me tell Kyle Jones Jr., no, we will have credit card payments. I think we're going to have a decent internet connection there. We'll see when we get down there, but we should have the ability to take credit cards as long as we got a decent internet connection, or maybe Brooke and BJ will let us use their Wi-Fi and we can process everything through Square. So yeah, cash is preferred. If you got a credit debit card, that's fine too.
So there's a few things that I'm not letting out my bag. Yes, I've taken over the garage. I've taken over my daughter's bedroom. So if that tells you anything, hey, if you're just wanting something to do, guys, and you have nothing better to do,
yeah, come help us.
And come down, enjoy the show, and enjoy the weigh-in. These are good. These are some of the best kids in the area and around. They're gonna put on a show. They're gonna catch fish, and I'm super excited for some of these.
Hey,
I heard there was
talking about putting on a show. So one person we forgot to mention is Greg Hicks coming down to MC this thing.
Oh man, that's my guy too.
He is the man.
I love Greg Hicks, man. I got to know Greg a little bit the last tournament, and he cracked me up a little bit. He butchered a couple of them South Louisiana names, and we just kind of got a chuckle about it. And I'm gonna tell you, if you've never heard Greg Hicks MC a tournament, he is fantastic. This dude is awesome at what he does. We're excited about having Greg Hicks. He has a podcast. He has a YouTube, and what is it? Hicks Outdoors or
Antlers and Hicks, I think it is. You can look him up
Antlers
on
and Hicks.
Facebook.
That's what it is. So hey guys, go look him up. Antlers and Hicks. Greg Hicks. He does a lot of videos. He does a lot. So he does crappie tournaments. He does bass tournaments. But we're super excited having Greg coming in emceeing our tournaments.
All right. Anything else? Looks like we got a thunderstorm blowing in the north side of Bossier here.
That's not good.
We may have to cut it short. The wind's picking up a little bit out there, a little light.
That's right. Well, I got football tonight, so give a shout out to all them football players. I know I had a couple of people call and go, we're playing football Friday night. We're going to be driving through the night to get there. Guys, we're excited about having y'all. I'm excited about football coming.
Oh,
Football season is one of my times. And you see, I'm wearing my burnt orange right here.
yeah, there you go.
So how about them Longhorns? And I want to wish all them football players good luck for the season. Uh, tonight's freshman jamboree in Bossier Parish. So I'm about to leave here and go.
Uh-oh. Well, looks like we got rid of Mr. Gallman.
Hey, you said the wind blowing and knocked me out. Look,
Knocked you
hey,
right offline.
knocked me right out of here. But
Yeah.
yeah, so good luck to all them guys. Y'all stay healthy. Hey guys, stay tuned with us. HighSchoolBassClassic.com. We're gonna release some stuff on our tournament trail. So Rex, I can't thank you enough. Everything you do for me, man, it's awesome. From this show to the graphics to, if y'all don't know, Rex does everything for me. He's my right hand man. He does a lot for me. And if I ask him to do it, 9 times out of 10, Rex goes, it's already done, Jeremy. You ain't got to think about it. So I can't thank Rex enough in the outdoor news for putting up with me. So, I
Well,
appreciate you.
it's a challenge sometimes, but look, there is no doubt about it that both you and me and everybody involved with this thing, Rachel, Stephen Bissell, Greg Hicks, all the people that help us, all the people in the comments, we all love bass fishing and high school bass fishing, and helping elevate these kids in a professional manner is just absolutely fun. There's no doubt about it. So, hey, I appreciate you for
There's no
putting all this
doubt.
stuff together.
Well, like I tell everybody, these kids they're our kids. We're raising them together. It takes a tribe to raise a couple of them, and now we got some of them fishing college, and we're getting to enjoy watching Stone and Levi Thibodeau, and even that William Two kid from Benton. They just came back from the national championship, and Braden Nichols. All those kids. So I enjoy what I do, and that's why I do it. So I cannot wait for this tournament. I've been excited about this tournament for about a month and a half now. And some of the stuff that we're gonna do is never been done,
Yeah.
is what I'll say. But it's gonna be interesting to see these kids' faces, Rex. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. So I would like to invite everybody that's watching, share and tag this out. Tag your friends, even if they're not fishing it, so they can kind of know a little bit about it. Y'all come on down. We're going to be down there tomorrow, late afternoon, early evening, getting set up and all that. Come on down and join us. Go out to eat with us. We'll probably figure out somewhere to go to dinner, and absolutely come down there Saturday and check out the weigh-in. It's going to be a great weekend. I think it's supposed to be really nice weather, so it ought to be perfect to have a tournament.
That's right. Y'all come and see us.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you, Mr. Gallman.
Thank you, Rex.